Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. I am Nate, and this is Peach Domino Papercraft. And welcome to week 2 of the Junetober 2026 event, hosted by Lottie's Magic Attic. And this week, our kit and freebies come from Emily Designs. And this is not as much a journal kit as it is a piecing kit. I don't know that piecing kit is the right word for it. There are pages that can be used for your journal. Ooh, they're upside down. How'd I do that? Okay, we have these journal pages. I'm still getting them upside down. I don't know how that worked. Okay. I think I printed some upside down. I did. It's okay. But we have all of these journal pages that can absolutely be used for your signatures. And for mine, will be used for signatures. And then, after that, we have... Oh. The washi tapes. The faux washi tapes, strips. We have labels and numbers. Look at that. Those can be useful anywhere for anything. We have some odd, ominous, and creepy fussy cuts. More of the same. I love these fussy cuts. Some different labels and stamps. Here's a couple of specimen slides and some tabs and just circles and labels. A few larger tags and a few small tags. Here's some more different labels. Some more fussy cuts. Some more fussy cuts. And a bunch of different types of pockets. Okay, so this one is for using creatively, and we are going to make some creative things out of it. So, this might contain spoilers about the upcoming week's freebies, but you'll never know because I'm not telling you which ones are which. So I'm going to go cut all the borders off and cut these out, and I will be right back. Okay, so we've got our kit cut, and I put everything else away because today we are only doing the pages, just like we did last week. So what we're going to do is, because this is a eclectic style kit and there's no actual kit pages, we're using the background pages for our pages. And I'm not going to worry about them being upside down, right side up right now. We're just going to fold them. And you'll notice two of these have the same back on them, and that's because there were an odd number of pages. So when there's an odd number of pages, it sometimes you got to print the same back on, and that's okay. So we'll just print these or fold these. This may be the one. Yeah, this is the kit where I accidentally put them in upside down. So every backing page is upside down to the front page. Which means this signature goes all topsy-turvy, which is good because what we're going to be doing for this signature is going to be just all over the place. And this is where we're going to let our freeform creativity fly. Okay, we're going to burnish that down. trying to keep this month's videos as short as possible because I know you've got a lot to watch. Tomorrow's video may be a little longer because that's my token day. So, but I'm not going to tell you what we're doing or anything for that. I'm going to let it be a full-on surprise. But today we're just putting our signature together. That way we can take everything we make and put it inside. And I want the insides to be right side up. My dog's trying to get in again, y'all. We're going to let this be the middle page. It's got a lot going on. So that's going to be our middle page, I think. Unless I find one better. I want these ones to be right side up. So, that one also has a lot going on. They all have a lot going on, but in a good way. They make good backing collage pages, and they'd be great for making the envelopes and things like that. I think I'm going to have to print some more of these pages and just use them as fodder for making pockets and such. Okay, so again, you don't have to flop them down on the table like I do, but I do. Get it all sorted there. Take our punch, our awl, put it where you want the first one to be. Move your hands away from the holder. I don't know why I talk like that sometimes, but I do. I do that even in real life, not just on video. It's weird, I know, but it's okay. And then I'm gonna get my string. This is actual bookbinding string. It's waxed. It's not archival, but it is waxed bookbinding string. You can get it on Amazon. This came out of a kit. Cut it off. And this one's a lot easier to put in to the needle because it is waxed. So, in through the middle, because I want my strings on the inside. If you want your string, if you don't want as many strings on the inside keeping your book open, then go in through the back. Okay. In through the bottom. You could also go through the top. Pull it taut. Don't pull it too tight. You'll rip your hole out. You don't want to do that. Pull this string so that it's tight, so you do not... Well, where is the hole? Pull it tight so you don't go through the string. And always, 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 once you've got it in the hole, before you pull your needle all the way through, if you can get your needle in the hole, that I can't seem to find anymore now that I've put a string in it. Hang on. Sometimes you have to close the book a little bit because you poked the hole when it was closed. Sometimes you just have to push through the pages with your needle a little. That's not even where I thought it would be, but check to make sure you didn't go through the hole, or through the string. Okay, and then pull it out. Oops, caught on a corner. Pull it through. Okay, and now you can go back through this hole. See the difference? When it's open, you can't see it really well, but when the book is closed, The hole is very visible because you poked the hole while the book was closed. And that's okay. I've never done it with the book open, to be honest. So sometimes I have to just remind myself to open the book, close the book. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom. Check to be sure I didn't pierce the string. If you did, just pull it out and try again. Okay. And then go to the middle. Go right in between the two strings. Check to be sure you didn't pierce one. And to do that, take your string, move it around, take your needle, move it around. Oh, I pulled it out of the hole. Hang on, I pulled it out of the hole. Okay. Anyway, move your string around, move your needle around. Make sure they're not intertwined. And then just pull your needle through. And yes, I have found it to be easier to use the curved needle than the straight needle because I can do this to grab my needle and pull it out. And I don't have to use pliers near as often, which does ruin the needle. I don't have a whole lot of grip strength, so I was having to use pliers all the time. But when I switched to the curved needle, I did not have to use pliers as much. And don't forget, once you've got this tied, to pull it up just a little bit. Use your awl for this. Makes it much easier. Slide that string through so that you catch every string in the kit, and you can make sure they're all tied together. And that's with the second knot. Don't worry about where the first one goes. Just tie the first one. With that second one, you've got to get all the strings together. It keeps better that way. I'm not going to glue this one like we did the last one. I'm just going to press it, and ta-da! We have our completed signature for our sewn signature for the week. So, join me tomorrow for the token. You know you're playing along and you want that token. And I will see y'all then. Bye.